All right, and welcome everybody to another beautiful day of trading. This is the Vamp here today. Guys, I'm going to make this as quick as possible. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for everybody being here. Thank you to all of our admins. We got Ryan on, we got Peak on, and everybody out there. How are you all doing today? Hope you're all trading safe. So just a little bit, we're going to go over the charts that we had up here, right? One of the things I'd like to just point out really quick is we have been looking for either a potential J hook here and or just a rejection. So this is still looking like a J hook. Oh, well, this is looking like a J hook now. So here's my issue that you all need to be very well aware of. When J hooks happen, and that's this particular pattern here, okay, you have to be very, very careful because oftentimes it'll come back around one more time. It gets really tricky, so it'll break down below your indicator. So let's come over here, see how you break down below the indicator, and then you get that last little I'm only kidding peak back up, and then it breaks lower. Look, here you go, broke over, down, I'm only kidding, and then it falls out of the sky. This is very, very tricky here, and it's very tricky to trade this area, right? Because a lot of people, this is how a lot of bulls get wrecked, not playing this J hook correctly. They think, oh, it broke, now it's going to the moon, it broke back over, that's it, the bears are screwed. And then what really happens is it's a trap. This is a complete bull trap. This was a bull trap. This was definitely a bull trap right here. So you got to be very careful in here how you play this, right? Because you can get this fold over just like this. It can bounce, come back up one more time, and then fall out. And we see that happen a lot in this pattern. Henceforth, why I've got all of these arrows over here. This is why you guys, if you've been watching, I've had arrow up, arrow down, arrow up again, and then arrow down. Now, if this turns out to just be abject weakness on this part of the bulls, right? If this just turns out to be abject weakness on the part of the bulls, I mean, it is possible just that this thing just continues to dump down here, right? We just get a really big turd dump and this thing just falls all out completely. I don't know what we have yet. I still think we are close to a relief bounce, right? Now, I do not use the histogram over here. I do not. And also my settings, that's right. This is MACD with RSI. So this is MACD with RSI over here. That's why mine looks different than yours. This is MACD with the RSI standard settings, okay? But you need to be very, very careful over here because this is, you can get your hand caught in the cookie jar very, very carefully. And I know a lot of people were looking for longs here. They were thinking this was going to go up to 40-something hundred. Listen, if anything happens, we'll bounce down. We can come back up and test. I think we'll then get one more drop down. Listen, let's go over to our notes. We're going to take a look. All right, something very significant I want you to look at also. So if you look at this chart right here and you take a look at this area right here, and I'm going to snap this. Let me snap this real quick. And I'm going to draw right on the snap, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab both of these. Okay, now I'm going to draw right on the snap now. So you see this resistance line, that trend line that comes down. And then you see how you got rejected right there, right? You see there's the same resistance line that came down, and then there's where you got rejected there, right? Confluence, all right? We have a lot of confluence moving on this trend line right here, right? We got a lot of confluence moving on this trend line. We need to be very, very careful because this trend line has held significantly over the, hold on, I got to dump this out over here. This trend line is held very well over the last couple dumps, right? All right, so I want to show you something else real quick. I want to pull back up here. So this, if you follow this trend line up here, we're going to show you this on one more chart. See rejection, rejection, rejection. See how that all worked out very, very well here. You know, you have a history on this line of rejections. There's 1, 2, and I'm going to actually count this as 3, 4, and then there's 5, right? So you actually had 5 full rejections from this RSI line, okay? Now, just to be warning everybody, we have gone back down. This is the 12-hour. You're into the oversold territory one more time. There is not a lot of downside here on this RSI chart. right? You're pretty much have been riding the bottom of the RSI chart here all the way through, right? Look, we're on the bottom of the RSI chart. We're just riding this bottom out. And we got to be very careful because, you know, we're close to breaking out of this, right? And what I want to do is I want to go in here and put one more line. We're going to put one more trend line in here, you know, as a possible support line, right? So this would be some kind of a support line right here for us if we were to maybe get a bounce, and we're on it, right? We are on this little trend line. Now, this would be considered local. Actually, we're below it. This would be considered a local, right? So you got local support. Then you've got this is more of your macro support right here because it's a larger time scale. It's really hard to go back super deep. You'd have to go to a higher time lane to get to a higher time frame macro fall right there. But you see you do have some local support right here from this previously played out RSI action. All right, this is kind of like, now you've got more support down here on the macro side. So if this does dump out, I would look for another small bounce. All right, so let's go back. So we're going to pull this back into here. Okay, now I want to go over a couple notes that we had on here. Okay, so if you were in this trade right here, this was a bad time. We told you when to open up your short. We told you guys when we open up our short. We opened our short up here. I have showed my positions, right? Now I am in a really crappy call. I'm in a TRX call. That's really shitty. It is horrific. I'm big sad face being in it. So here's, I haven't pulled, this has been done like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or something like that. I did miss my higher short entries on BTC. I had a couple more leveraged up at 36.50. Missed all those. So I only get in part of my order. But then what I did is I had a Litecoin order. I took profit in that Litecoin order. I think I pulled like, I don't know, it was like almost 0.2 BTC. It was good. It was an okay trade for what it was. It was a very short-term trade. I then, instead of entering this Litecoin trade, I actually entered a TRX trade because I thought TRX is going to fall out. This was a horrible trade, a horrible decision so far. It has done absolutely nothing. If anything, TRX has continued to remain bullish, right? It's definitely continued to remain bullish. Amen. Hats off to Justin Sun. That guy's doing a great job with that project. Good for him. And but looking at that, you know, I did reshort Litecoin. Okay, so I reshorted Litecoin. As you guys remember going through, I said, here it was, this is screaming for a short scalp, right? And I did enter a short here at this time. I entered a short right up here. This thing was just screaming for a short, and it was a great scalp. I did. You can see my entry point. You guys can see exactly where I'm at. It was a good entry. And I did start scalping Litecoin up at 701. So I don't know where it's at right now. I got to go take a look at it and see where it's at. I need to adjust my stop losses on these trades. I do still think that we have possibly a little bit farther to fall down. All right, let's go back over to our notes. Our notes continued to say we'll get support at 3339. Guys, we saw that. We landed. There's our 3339. We landed absolutely perfecto on that, right? Bounced off. What did it say then? Plus 3223. Bam! Oh my God. Thank you so much. I mean, what can I say? Just a little bit of accuracy. Thank you very much. I will take this one to the bank all the way. Now, this is very simple to find. I show you guys exactly how to trade. This is one of the greatest things about the channel that we offer. I show you guys 100% transparency of how I come up with these levels, how I find these trades. People often say, why do your charts so damn messy? It's because I'm trying to show you guys what I see, how I see it, and why it's doing this, right? Well, why did it stop here? Because it's a weekly historical support. I show you how to go find that support. Well, why did it stop here? Because this is a weekly historical support. I want you guys to see the information. I try to put the information on here to the best of my ability so that each and every one of you guys can be traders. Listen, my goal is in 6 months that I don't have to trade anymore. I'm going to be following one of your guys' trades because I don't want to have to do all this hard work. It's much easier for me to be following one of your easy trades, okay? Yes, this is like the Jackson Pollock of trading charts, right? It's a Jackson Pollock trading chart. It is genius in its own way. You've just got to have the vision. Now, I did see this as a bearish pennant. It did fall out bearish out of this bearish pennant. We were correct. We still are on this bleeding 9, right? We are how close? Oh my God, we're 1 hour to closing out. If we close out down here in 1 hour, this will be the lowest closing close we will have ever. Now, I'm going to give you a couple ideas of what I think is possible, right? I still think, right, even if we have a little bounce out of here, a little more, I still think we can come back up and retest this trend line, right? Even if we fall out a little bit more, and I might be a little short on this, right? I might be a little deep on this. Come back up, skip over, come back up, retest this trend line. And all that would do would just reinforce our J-hook chart. That would come over here and reinforce what we have on our J-hook chart. Down, up, down again, right? And this would reinforce what we're telling you is going to happen with the J-hook, right? And then you go up, and then you go down. Excuse me, then you go down one more time, right? Because what you do is you turn this weekly historical line, now it was support, you're now going to turn it into resistance. Getting under this right here, getting under this, right? Now the only thing you've got below you, you do not have any more real weekly support below you, right? What you've got is you've got the monthly 50 moving average, right? I'm going to get rid of that. You got the monthly 50 moving average down here somewhere. You got the weekly 200 MA. These are your next support points, right? These are your next support levels right here. We're very, very close to them. I mean, we're so close to these right here. I think they will get touched, right? What else do we got? I still am looking for relief rally a little bit lower, and we've gone over that in our other charts, right? There was our bearish symmetrical triangle or possible pennant. We did fall out of it, right? Look at, there's our support. Absolutely perfect on our support. How did we ever find our support? Once again, you go to your weekly chart, right? Go to your weekly chart. There it is. Let's pull this out. Hold on. Get back. Get over here. All right, and we're going to go up. Look at that. There it is. So there's the line. The white line runs all the way across. You landed right on that weekly support. Perfect, right? Now, here's the bad news, peoples. This is the bad news. You have nothing between 32, right, where we're at, 32.22, and 29.70. There's nothing. It's all air. This is all air. The only thing to stop this from here to here is your 200 MA and your 50 MA on your monthly. Let's pull that out. There's your 200 MA. It's parked at 3170-ish. Let's go down to your monthly. Your monthly is going to have your 50. There's your 50. Your 50 is down at 3K. Right now, you look down here. Look at this, 2970. You've got just a ton of support right here. You got a ton of support right here. Thank you, Peak. Thanks for being here, brother. Have fun on your holiday, buddy. So you guys have got a ton of support right here, 29.90. If we are, and I expect us to get a bounce right here. If we are going to bounce, this is where the magic is going to happen. You've got a wick. You've got a wick. You've got the 50 MA and the monthly. I mean, you've got a lot of support right here. I will be closing out trades. I do have longs entered down here. I pretty much have longs stacked all the way down into this area that go all the way deep. I've got pretty deep longs that go all the way down to like 2,300, 2,200. I've got some longs stacked all in here. Even if I just catch this one right here, I'll be very happy. If I catch a couple longs for a bounce right here, I'll be very happy. I am telling you what, this is not the bottom though, people. This is not the bottom here. This is not the bottom. Okay, this is not the bottom. I'm going to say it one more time. All right, we know when the bottom is. We're going to come over our where's our bottom finder chart? Where you at? Here's our one new indicator. Look, rolled over bearish. Did break bullish. Look, we were bullish on this 12-hour. Broke off the top side of the meme. cross the mean line. Here we go. This is the daily. It is on the top side of the mean line. It is still in a bullish position here, right? You are still in a bullish position. So the daily went bear, 12 hour went bear, and the daily is still bullish, right? Daily is still bullish right there on that chart. BLX still needs to catch up. Here's our baby bull Jesus chart. This is our NVT. We're parked. We didn't break much lower. Look, we're still sitting down here, damn it, right at the 74 area. Still got a long way to go. This is why I say even a small break here, even if we break to 3K right here, we're only going to get down into this range somewhere maybe, right? Not far. And then I would expect some kind of bounce around. We have lots of support on this orange line. This would correspond with about a 2,900 bounce right here. I would look for this to be a 2,900 3K bounce right here. Give us some nice bouncy action. But then this is not the bottom. We'll be looking for a continuation move to the downside after that. That's it. I mean, I don't think I'm going to update any more on this. Let's go over a couple other little trades that we're in. We've been saying Monero broke both monthly supports right there. You broke your weekly supports, you broke your monthly supports, and that's pretty much it. Monero is looking like it's in trouble. There's our target area for Monero. We're going to take a look at the monthly. There's your monthly. Oh, no, I take that back. You do have monthly support. It is. We're going to plop it in right below here. Oh, you're almost on it. All right, there it is right there. We're going to put that arrow right there. All right, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. And you're almost on your monthly support for Monero. I'm going to drop that into my charts. Give me a second, people. All right. Once this does break here, there's no saving grace for Monero till it hits 25 bucks. Expand that out. On the low side, my next target would be 25. 25 is where we'd be headed down here. Okay. So we're going to raise this up and going to make that a little bit bigger. So 25 is our area where we're going to look for to come down, to drop down there. EOS, just hanging on support right there. XLM, not looking good. Coming back down, creating a new lower low for the year. XRP broke out, retesting back into the triangle though. Look at that, retesting back into the triangle. XRP is holding out very well. This is doing a good job trying to hold that up. I said this is a bear flag right here. It is breaking out of that bear flag right there. So we're going to pop that in there. A lot of support. Litecoin, nice drop out by Litecoin. Got up, tapped that top trend line and falling out. Listen, this was just an unsustainable run on this RSI right here. Whenever you get anything that looks like this, you're just looking for a dropout. This was an easy short. I need to kick myself in the catootie. Here's it. This is, look, you're on this trend line now, or let's see if we can, I kind of got to rework that a little bit there. It definitely on this time frame right here blew that away, so that would have already broken that right there. Yep. So all right, I got to be quick here, everybody. So there's my Litecoin. It did fall out in the USD version. So the USD version completely fell out over here on Litecoin. And let me get this in here. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Freaking Tron. This mother effer. Seriously, guys. This mother effer. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Look at these. Look at these absolutely bearish candles. Insanely bearish. Look at a double tweezer top right here. Insanely bearish right there. Still broke up north. I don't even know what to do. My stop loss is still higher. I did move my stop loss up to 405. This is just probably one of the worst trades I've had all year. This is looking like a wave 5 right here, though. This is looking just like a wave 5. Just horrible, horrible, bad trade. Disappointed at myself really for getting into this, right? Bad trade. Now, here's something I wish, and I have been telling everybody, I don't know, I wish I could have been shorting the living bejesus out of this. Where can I short SV to the ground? That's all I want to know. I just want to know where I can short SV to the damn ground. This thing is going to 50 bucks. I've been calling this out. Everybody knows I've been calling SV out, and I'll keep calling this thing out to 50 bucks. I'm telling you, this thing is going to get $50. 50 bucks, people. You mark my words, $50, okay? Raven right here holding on its support line. I just put in the chat. I did this for the members. I said, I don't think this is probably not going to hold this last time you've tested once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 35. Jesus Christ, how many times can it test that damn support? ADA fell out of support, hit the top resistance, hit the 50, tested the 50 one more time. You got a bearish cross and dumped hard. You did land on this previous 9 as support, got a little bounce off there. You also had a trend line. So we're just going to have to see how this thing continues to play out right here, okay? I'm just going to scoot this down right here. And you're still using this as resistance for the top side now. Your bottom side for ADA is all the way down here, which is, I think, 24 cents. So you got a long way to go for that to drop, okay? Ethereum would have been a great short. Look at that candle. We talked about this yesterday. If you watched the video yesterday, I said this candle to any TA person should just give you an absolute chubby. This candle is so freaking sexy. That's one of the most beautiful, perfected bearish candles I've ever seen. And I literally should have shorted ETH, and I didn't. There's ETH to BTC. I am a freaking nut. Stupid idiot for not shorting BTC. I did short LTC. Ethereum was definitely the play to make with this gorgeous candle. That's all I got, everybody. I would like to say thank you to each and all of you guys for being here. Doing my best for everyone out there. Watch for more continued downside. Watch for a little bit of bounce up. The volume has been absolutely horrific. We've talked about this. I will update all my charts when I get back. I'm going out of here. You guys, listen, I would like to say thank you to every single one of you out there. Trade safe. All right. And I'm going to show one thing. We do have the new Rocket Scalper. That guy is an absolute freaking beast. I just asked if you guys want to have a very nice indicator. We've got the new Rocket Scalper. The thing is absolutely amazing. Come on over, check it out. Check us out at until1mil.com. I am the Vamp, and I am out.